Welcome to a new Daily Top Askreddit video. Today's topic.
What are some weird sex rules you've run into with someone? No kissing, that's too intimate. We'd only been on a situationship for 10 years, obviously he wouldn't want to lead me on. This was mine. Cream pies and anal cream pies okay, but kissing was too intimate. Okay Brittany, sure. Still have Brit's number. We were friends who used to date. She insisted on the no sex rule since we were trying to be friends, which was fine with me. About 10 minutes after establishing said rule, she would break the rule. This went on for 8 years. They're married and have kids now, but still establishing the no sex rule. Easier to establish now that they're married, am I right? Boomer. I used to hook up with this girl and she told me to come just under her belly, and then she would want me to rub my cum on her clit. I remember thinking, isn't this close to putting my sperm inside her? Can she get pregnant? Haha, I'll never forget the words when she saw me think about it and she said, if you want a sexual relationship with me, this is what you'll have to do. She is not the only woman who likes this, I do too. Username checks out. Just use it as lube to make her come again, and tell her about it while you're doing it. There are so many girls who really love that shit. ISTG cum makes the best lube and it does something chemically to me after, like increases blood flow or causes more hormones to be released. I'm 100% certain there's truth to this, too, even without looking it up because it just makes physiological sense. Dated a holy roller. When we first started we had to pray before sex. It escalated into sex immediately after church, fully clothed. I used to hook up with a Catholic boy, I was raised Jewish. He was about to go down on me when I said, aren't you people supposed to pray before a meal? The man steepled his fingers and blessed my pussy. To this day it's my favorite hookup memory. So eat, pray, love, but in reverse. I went on a date with a girl I met on a hookup site. When we got back to her place, her room looked like a legit little girl's room, pink everything, tons of hearts and stuffed animals. She was 26, I think. Then she got mostly undressed and started playing with little blocks on the ground, not Legos even, like the big blocks toddlers use, and told me I should sit in a chair and read a newspaper. I told her I needed a pack of cigarettes and then knocked out. Telling her you're going out for cigarettes and then never coming back is really committing to the father roleplay. This tops every weird thing in this comment section. Sounds like a DDLG kink. Definitely not something she should spring on a hookup date, but you'd be surprised at how common the kink is. Yeah, I'm familiar. Was back then, too, but you get it. Not something you should just drop in the moment. My ex had this weird rule where she thought she could fuck other people. You dated her too? Shit, I married her. For a while. I had to take my ejaculate with me. I was not allowed to flush it or throw it away at her house. I carried it in and I had to carry it out. She didn't want any trace of it in her house or disposed there in any way. It was casual and I never really got a good explanation as to why. You were removing evidence of infidelity. Date park rules, what you bring in you must take out, leave the P***y better than you found it. Lol, take nothing but pictures, leave nothing but footprints. Had an ex who refused to remove her bra. She would be fully naked from waist down, but had to have her bra on. If not, then she would have either a tube or a top on. On occasions where she decided to reward me with a quick view of it, she would immediately cover up. Though she's perfectly fine with me sucking on it, flicking, licking, pinching, twisting it, you name it. Anything but seeing it. One of the weirder relationships I've had. Awesome tits though. Maybe she grew up reading 1950s pulp fiction. The magazines always seemed to feature a woman who got caught having an affair in a hotel room, but she always had a bra on. Sending prayers for my own DMs for this reply, but I'm also a woman who has an issue with doing this because I had a man with a porn addiction once be not only disappointed when I took my top off when we were about to do it, I was a lot younger than I am now, 26F, and he straight up kinda made a face and lost his drive and said I didn't look like he thought I would. I have never been told anything bad about my chest and have even once been told I have the nicest tits another guy has seen before in awe, but that kinda shit will ruin you. From that one time I now hate cuddling naked, hate riding dick without a shirt or bra because I feel self-conscious, etc. etc. Porn addictions ruin confidence and relationships. Said I didn't look like he thought I would. Porn addictions ruin confidence and relationships. I mean, that guy might just be an asshole regardless of porn. I'm so sorry. My wife has a plethora of similar issues from her ex-husband. He told her she had the worst, everything, on a wide array of life from her breath to many of the more intimate things in life similar to what you describe. I think my wife is divine. I know I'm her husband, but she's truly a stunner and I'm flabbergasted he made so many comments like this. She is gorgeous from soul to sweat and love her to pieces. We've been together 5 years and I don't think his damage will ever fully go away, which sucks so much to see her impacted so deeply by such shallow statements. She still deals with the massive insecurities he caused from both his own porn addiction and just being a controlling asshole in general. I hope you have someone now or in your future who treasures you. You're worth being loved as the sum of your parts and all of your parts individually. I've seen way too much porn, but never once have I been disappointed with a lady showing me her chest. Including one with a double mastectomy. I just asked if there are any sensitive spots for me to play with for her. That guy you were with sounds like a fucking dick. Lived with an ex for a few years that was similar. She'd walk around in a thong all day, no cares, but would always want her bra on. She also would not let me eat her out, said it made her feel awkward. Fast forward a few years and we're both gay. Have always kinda wondered if those concerns remained or it was just a thing with guys. That's some military grade gaydar. I dunno if she read an article or something, but lately my wife has been weird with wanting our phones to be out of sight, like in a drawer or closer during the act. She said something like she thinks they could somehow record us. I was confused once because I couldn't find my phone after sex and realized she had hidden it. Can't be even mad at this one. I swear lately the ads are getting personal even when I don't search them on the PC and phone. Had an ex that when we first started dating she would only let me put tip in or would only allow me to do about 5 strokes lol. That's 4 more strokes than I get in. 5 strokes. She letting you run the marathon and then some brother. Maybe we dated the same woman lol. For her it was we were able to have sex until she came, usually extremely fast, and then we were done because it started hurting. We worked past that after a while. Another weird part of her is she had this t-shirt from the New England Women's College she went to that she wore a lot. For some reason that shirt stayed on during sex a lot. She warned me many times, don't fucking come on my shirt, which wasn't a normal problem because she was cutting off sex before I could come anyway, but one day all engines were firing and I shot an enormous load on her butt and up all across the back of her shirt and the back of her neck and in her hair. She was not pleased. Dude, that shit's always hilarious to me. I was fucking my girl prone bone and pulled out to come on her ass and my load flew out at light speed and slammed into her face. She was turning and looking back at the action and the bed frame. We both immediately started laughing. I dated a girl that would put a pillow over my face before a blowjob. She didn't want me to look at her while she was doing it. She could suck the chrome off of a trailer hitch, so I didn't object to her rules. She put a bag on my head. Till counts. Quote, NGL I've done this before. I was young and fearful of being watched while I sucked the life out of him. This happened last month. I went out with this girl, we went back to my place, and after having sex, I got up to go to the bathroom, and she got absurdly mad, asking what I was doing. I got confused. She said I should never get naked in front of a woman, because no woman likes to see a dick in front of them, it's disrespectful. She told me I had to be fully clothed immediately after sex. She truly got pissed because I got naked for a few seconds in front of her after having sex. That requires both of us to be naked. Some people are weird. No woman likes to see a dick in front of them. Yeah, someone needs to tell her she really can't speak for all women. Spoken like a true lemon-stealing whore. She insisted I wear socks while we were doing the deed. She hated feet to the point where it was a serious hang-up. Feet are funny, like it's a common fetish, but then there are people who are absolutely disgusted by a foot touching them. I cut 2 toes off of my foot a while back. After that I was laid up in the hospital for a while for an unrelated issue. My night nurse came in and was doing the checks on my movement, blood pressure, foot strength, and she looked down and saw my missing toes. She looks at me, says, "I'm sorry," and rushes away. She came back in later and apologized again and said that feet gross her out and that mine really startled her. She was my night nurse for 3 weeks. She never got used to it. No ejects on the person, mouth disposal only. I was cool with it. The only thing weird about that is the way it's phrased. No cleanup, hooray. I have had this happen a few times, but some girls really insist they swallow. I once had a lady bent over, and obviously, it was great, so I pulled out and busted on her ass and she flipped out. She told me she hates being cummed on and she really gets off on swallowing, which is fine, but she was yelling it all at me. Keeper. How long have you been married to her? I feel the same way, but I don't get mad about getting cummed on. Although if it was somewhere I couldn't reach to lick it up, I'd whine about it. Early on, I figured out it was the easiest way to clean up, and it quickly turned into a kink. No post-dick sucking kisses is a surprisingly common one that's rarely communicated in advance and really annoys me. Like, dude, if you think your own dick is so gross that me licking it immediately means I can't kiss you, it's within your power to fix this. Plus it disincentivizes me from going down on my partner because then I'm in no kiss jail for the rest of the sex session. In contrast, I kinda get it if a guy isn't wild about kissing me after he comes in my mouth. Some people's cum tastes weird. My philosophy is never expect someone to taste something you wouldn't, lol. This is exactly what it took for my wife to be okay with me kissing her after I went down on her. I had no problem kissing her after I come in her mouth, but she wouldn't kiss me after I went down on her. So I stopped going down on her. When she asked why, I said, why should I taste something you aren't willing to? Now she absolutely loves sucking her juices off my face when she's finished, lol. She told me I couldn't look at her and definitely no eye contact. I asked if she wanted me to put a bag over her head because where else am I supposed to look in missionary if not at her? Have her balance a book on her face, at least you'd get cultured too. Next page please.